What's up, guys? I'm back again with another video, and I'm going to be totally honest with you right now. I am actively playing Spider-Man on the PS5 while I record this. I have been really into this game for the past couple days, and I want to make a video, but I don't want to stop playing, so I'm not going to. I'm actively going to do some crimes while I record this video. However, I want to talk about why the Lord has blessed us today. It's beautiful. I'm sure you see the title, you see the thumbnail that I put a lot of effort into. I'm sure future me put a lot of effort into it. It's a blessing. We've been gifted my #1 most wanted game on the Nintendo Switch has finally been announced. It's finally happening, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I can't. It's hard to put it into proper words, which is just how crazy it is. So Tomodachi Life is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. I have been hoping and begging and pleading and praying and hoping and begging and praying and hoping and begging and etc. for just a little small Tomodachi, just a port. Even I'd accept the port, or maybe even this like a remaster, or a port of the original DS Japanese one, man. Just anything, I'd take anything. But for almost 8 years, almost 9 years now, nothing. It's just been nothing. But it's finally here, and it looks really, really good. Oh man, it looks good. So a few things. I don't have the footage up in front of me right now. This is going to be extraordinarily loosey-goosey. But from what I just remember off the top of my head, we have. First thing you notice is the graphics. I've seen a few people not say they don't really like them, and I'll say it is a little strange to get to. The shading is really interesting. I don't dislike it. I don't think it's bad, but I think I'm gonna have to get used to it a little bit. But I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. Just appearance wise. One of my personal favorite things, and I'm really, really glad that they did, was they kept the robotic voice. They kept the text-to-speech robotic style voice. I think you only hear females talking. Sorry about that cut. I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but I'm sure it was something very insightful and knowledgeable. I remember generally I was talking about the voices. So as I was saying, the voices are a big part of the charm. In my opinion, they're objectively kind of bad and really dated, especially for a game like Tomodachi Life. But I love the voices. I think that they're very, very charming, especially the default young male voice from the 3DS one. It's very nostalgic to me, very, very silly, and I'm glad that they have the text to speech back. I think it adds to it. I really think it adds to the fun of the series. Some other things that I noticed within the trailer was you can see the classic, the animation of the two characters having the intense fight. There was always the multiple types of fighting, and they show off the intense fighting where they're throwing the treasure, which I really hope the treasure comes back. I really hope that they have a lot of treasure. That was probably my favorite thing, was just collecting various foods and clothing and treasure and stuff, and just building that collection of items. So from what I remember off the top of my head with the island itself, it looks like there is like an island maker. Like you can make your own island, or like maybe change how the island looks. That's awesome. That's really really cool. I really was a big fan of the stagnant. Like the original island looked a certain way, and it was stuck like that. But hey, I can appreciate the island creator, and I think that's going to cause a lot of really cool things with it. Another thing that I noticed that I figured, well, I don't want to say I figured was going to happen, but I guess it's more or less feels really really confirmed. But there was no apartment building. It looks like people have their own individual houses now, which is, hey, it's a good evolution. Houses are probably the thing that got used the least in the original game, just because marriage wasn't very common. At least on my islands, marriage wasn't very common. So I wonder if we're all gonna have individual houses. Maybe we can customize houses. Maybe give certain Miis mansions, or certain Miis, various size housings. Another huge thing that, like, this is really the big reason why I wanted Tomodachi Life on Switch was Miitopia. Miitopia on Switch has some of the greatest customization for Miis that I've ever seen, and I am extraordinarily happy that I will be able to have these super super intricate looking Miis. I mean, I've seen I hope they have the same customization as the Miis in Miitopia. It looks like they probably will. You can see certain things that were definitely not in the base, or in the 3DS one, such as like gradients on the hair. Like the hair goes from I think it was like black into purple with a gradient, and that was really cool looking. Just new hairstyles. You can it looks like the bangs are separate from the hair itself, so you can have like goofy hair and bang combinations. More makeup, I'm sure, is going to be a thing. It's just that the customization is going to be phenomenal when it comes to making fictional characters to add to your island. So I'm really really excited for that. Another thing that I'm maybe not excited, but just curious about how they're going to handle it is there was an old statement that Nintendo apparently made about same-sex marriage, about gay and lesbian relationships in Tomodachi, saying that if they ever had a sequel that they would add that. So I wonder if they're going to go through with that, and if they're going to have the gay marriage, which would be cool. I would not be upset about that. I think that's something important that it should have if they're going for a casual life simulator. I'm not entirely sure how the laws with same-sex marriage is in Japan, but I wonder how it's going to go. I think it's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. Excited to make some really really silly really silly Miis, and just to talk about the original Tomodachi Life. I remember, the when I see a lot of big Nintendo content creators, their nostalgia is usually 64 to GameCube, and a lot of Wii. My nostalgia with Nintendo is 3DS all the way, totally 3DS. 3DS was the 3DS and DS were the systems that I had. I didn't get a Wii until much later. Never owned a Wii U. Didn't have a GameCube or a 64, or no Game Boys. But I knew everything that Nintendo was up to, and I had all the good memories with 3DS and the DS. And Tomodachi Life was one of the big ones. There were certain games, just Tomodachi Life, Rhythm Heaven, Kirby, Planet Robobot, the Mario games on there, Yoshi's Woolly World, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. There are just so many incredible games on the 3DS that I'm very happy that even at the end of the Switch's life cycle, that these 3DS games are getting the love that I think they deserve. Luigi mentioned Dark Moon got a port. It was kind of pricey, could have used some tweaks and stuff from the original, but I'm glad it's here in general, and I'm a big Dark Moon fan. I love it to pieces. I know it has its problems, and it's probably the worst of the trilogy, but I still love it, and I'm glad that it's able to get the love it deserves. And I think Tomodachi Life is one of those series that Nintendo has that it just has so much potential to be a mainstay. It has so much potential to be phenomenal and to be like such a fun side game. Maybe not a full $60, crazy game, but a $40 game that's just filled with charm and love, and that's what the first game was, and it was probably the most special 3DS game. It was one of the 3DS games that I played even like well after I got my Switch. It was a good bit of games that I just didn't keep up with, didn't really follow. I either got better versions of games on Switch, or I just kind of moved on in my gaming life. But Tomodachi Life was always one that I stuck with. It was always something special, and it'll always be something special, even if the new game blows dick. But I really don't think it will. It looks amazing. I'm just so excited to have Tomodachi Life, but bigger and better. And I can play it on my TV. Tomodachi Life on my TV. Man, what crazy times we live in. I'm real happy. That was really the only thing in the Direct that I really cared about. There was Rhythm Heaven. That was another one that got announced, and that was really cool. Really excited about that too. But Tomodachi Life, it's been my most wanted game since like 2018. So that's really all I have to say. Just a pretty short-ish video. Well, I guess it's not that short, but just me ranting and raving about how much I'm looking forward to this game. This game will be my happy place. And so yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you were all excited as I am. I look forward to seeing the speculation and the rumors and the leaks and the crying, the tears of joy, because today, my friends, today we have been blessed. Whatever God is out there, He looked down on us and He smiled and He said, "Today is your day." And by God, today was our day. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all around.